Did you guys see that? This wasn't part of the script. Francis Ngannou is an MMA fighter. Yeah, he has more tools in the fighting toolbox, but Fury is supposed to be a specialist. Not only a boxing specialist, but the best boxer on the planet.
Tyson Fury is the king.
You've heard it all before. Fury is untouchable, he has unreal speed for his size, and he's the most skilled heavyweight in boxing history. But with one punch, Ngannou shook Fury, the heavyweight division, and frankly the entire boxing community to its core. No one expected this. Not you, not me, nobody. Anyone who watches combat sports was certain that this was going to be a Tyson Fury landslide. A knockout at best, or a dominant decision at worst. MMA and boxing communities alike called it what it was. Another crossover circus act to make all parties involved filthy rich. We'd seen it before with Mayweather and McGregor. The MMA star wants to make some real money and challenges the boxing star to a boxing match. The thing is, the sports are just too different. One trains all aspects of fighting, the other trains exclusively boxing. So in a boxing ring, the boxer is supposed to win. Insiders know that the boxer toys with the MMA fighter for a couple rounds, then knocks him out at will. Conor earns respect, Floyd was never in any real danger, and both guys earn enough money to make sure their bloodline never works again. So what the hell happened here? Is Tyson Fury overrated? Is Francis Ngannou the greatest combat sports athlete to walk the earth? Whether you're a boxing fan or a mixed martial arts fan, one thing is clear. Fury got embarrassed. Let's get one thing straight. Francis Ngannou can box. He started his career as a boxer and he just has all the right physical attributes to fluster Tyson Fury. Fury's used to leaning on and clinching much smaller guys to drain their energy. Since his comeback, he's weighed on average a whopping 28 pounds more than his opponents. Most notably outweighing Deontay Wilder by upwards of 40 pounds in each of their trilogy fights. It's simply part of his strategy. Tie him up, anchor his 270-pound body on them to weaken their legs, and knock them out. However, Francis Ngannou is a different type of beast. Tyson weighed in at his ordinary 277 pounds, but Francis clocked in at 272. Ngannou's chin has taken bombs in the UFC without getting phased, and because he knows how to wrestle, Fury couldn't bully him around. Essentially, all of Fury's usual tricks were nullified by Ngannou's strength and stature. The Gypsy King was finally picking on someone his own size. But the most skilled heavyweight of his generation should have easily outboxed someone making their debut. So why couldn't Fury jab Ngannou's face off for 10 rounds? Before the knockdown, Fury was still in promoter mode. Like Apollo Creed versus Ivan Drago, one came to entertain and the other came to win. He dies. And like everyone else on the planet, Tyson underestimated Francis. So when Ngannou came out with bricks for fists and an uncrackable chin, Fury realized it was gonna be a long night. It's also hard to imagine Fury training as hard for Ngannou as he did for the Wilder rematch. The rematch was for the title against a 5-year reigning champion. This spectacle was a crossover exhibition that only became a professional match the day before the fight. There was no footage of Ngannou boxing to study, and Fury was likely looking ahead at the undisputed clash with Usyk. Couple this with the fact that Fury typically fights to the level of his opponents, and his performance starts to make more sense. All things considered, you would still expect the heavyweight champ to dominate. But there's one thing Ngannou has that neutralizes any size or skill gap remaining.
To try to get a matchup with Ngannou. Down goes the Reem!
Power. You see, in the glamour division, speed and skill matter much less than they do in the lower weight classes. There's a reason why heavyweights can typically fight well into their later years. Punching power is the last attribute to go. There comes a point where power is enough to overcome even the most technical, skilled boxer. So when Fury tasted Ngannou's counter left, he abandoned any game plan he had and resorted to instinct. This is what's absolutely terrifying about Francis Ngannou. We all knew he hit hard, but for his power to translate into boxing gloves in his first boxing fight is insane. The counter left hook wasn't even particularly fast or loaded up, but he has that scary, massive thudding type of power. Fury took lightning bolt straights from Deontay Wilder, so this begs the question, does Ngannou hit harder than Wilder? Tough to say, but in boxing's least skilled division, it's clear that power is the great equalizer. Fury underperformed, Francis overperformed, and the circus is far from over. Francis Ngannou is the hot new prospect shaking up a stale heavyweight division. He's proven he's a real boxer, and barring any PFL obligations, it looks like big boxing paydays are in his future. Can his chin take a Deontay Wilder cross? Maybe he can sell out Wembley Stadium against AJ. Imagine him facing a power-punching behemoth like Zhilei Zhang. Now that there's footage of him boxing, I'm sure some of the top 10 will try to expose him. But if we've learned anything, Francis Ngannou has the power and skill to prove the entire world wrong.